Don't know what's going on here. Unless it's a YouTube thing.
But we're back. Sorry about that, everyone. The stream just randomly ended. It still said 47 minutes on my end, but yeah, it ended. So it just kept saying error playback when I tried to watch the stream.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we don't think George's theory is true. Aaron, you think it's bollocks too, don't you?
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, no, we can't hear you, George.
No, George, we cannot hear you. Is he intentionally muting himself? Is he unmuting himself? This is very bizarre.
All right, Aaron, you just say your theory then while George sorts out his technical difficulties.
Okay, well, mine was, it's a bit mad, but it could be real. I'm not too sure. Is that the government has started not big political things. They've started big events around political times to get things passed through, like Congress in America and all that. So one of them is school shootings and stuff. I don't want to talk about it too much because it's quite a sensitive thing. But
Yeah.
some people theorize that a lot of the school shootings are actually aren't real. They involve actors and stuff, and it's not just school shootings. It could also be what was that Vegas one? Anything that involves something big and people getting injured, and anything with a political reason. A lot of people theorize it's because of one party wanting to get one thing through Congress very quick or something. And I'm not too sure what to think of it because to generalize it's quite hard. Like say all of them are or all of them aren't. I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to think. Obviously, school shooting is very bad. I don't really need to say that, but I'm not sure what to think. It's a bit odd, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it depends how many things they're actually trying to pass. Do they try and get loads of things through, not just like one thing? Or
well, I think the big thing about I think I forgot the name of one that was in 2012, but there was one right before the election that focused on. Because I think the Democrats tried to make it very they wanted to bring in stronger gun laws, and then suddenly a school shooting happened, and they made it very political about
that. It does seem a bit sussy, doesn't it?
But then you could also say maybe it was some deranged person took what was going on in the world and did it. You can look at it loads of different ways.
It's very, very difficult.
I'm not too sure what to actually think about it. I think I'm not trying to sound like the government's out for everyone, but I think in a lot of cases they do want more control, and they understand that the control really lies with the people. So I think they do try and manipulate stuff. Maybe not to that extent, but they could do sometimes. I'm not too sure.
Very iffy one. Well, I'm going to have to say no. I don't think there's any actors in shootings.
I mean, just based on the school shootings thing, I think it's more than likely false. It's not true. I just think it's some deranged person using what's going on in the world at that time.
Yeah, George, you can hear some background stuff now, so it's working.
Oh, great. But that is very weird.
Mm-hmm. Would you say it's true or false, or
it could be true, but I'm going to say it's false.
Yeah. Anyway,
what I do think is weird is how we're doing an Illuminati stream, and we've had something that's happened that's never happened to us before.
What are you talking about?
This, and we've just had our connection problem.
Oh yeah, well, it is what it is, isn't it?
But we've never had something like this before, and we're talking about the Illuminati. Very good.
It is a little bit in it, really. It is.
That is something very sus.
Anyway, on to the next thing. So, oh yeah, legit. Oh wait, there was one more theory that I was going to say quickly about the world and how it could have began. Basically, every star turns into a black hole, And when things get sucked into a black hole, they it's like data getting deleted on a computer. The data's still there, but it's not taking up any room anymore. So it's pretty much like disintegrated into nothing, but it's still in there. That's why the black hole gets bigger and it still has mass. Anyway, so when like every star turns into a black hole, and every black hole sucks in the other black hole if it's smaller. Yeah. So I was thinking that eventually so many black holes get sucked into each other, and it gets so big, and then it collapses in on itself and creates the Big Bang. What do you think of that? And then the world starts again because the data's still inside the black hole, like all the information,
yeah.
Because that's what all the rocks do. What I'm saying is anything that gets sucked into a black hole just gets shot out as rocks and debris and whatever. Yeah. So that's
You could also say we could be, in a simulation, and
for the next one,
the black hole could be a reset button of some sort.
Anyway, but one of my friends did say to me, "What if two black holes are as big as each other and they can't suck into each other?" Well, I said that would never happen, but he said it could happen, couldn't it? And I said,
well, things are good at sucking.
I was going to say, I think we'll send George to Oxford. We'll get him through the degree process, and then we'll come back in a few years.
And I think the place would explode if I went there.
Yeah.
Can't compute. They can't compute this magnificence of a head and the brain inside. It's too good for them.
Well, anyway, if there was two black holes the exact same size, I don't know, because it was basically on a Kurzgesagt video, however you pronounce his name, and he said if this theory was true and the universe restarted, But if this universe, if this theory was true, it pretty much take so long, you might as well call it forever for it to happen anyway, for a black hole to get so big it collapses in on itself and explodes. Anyway, do you want to move on to legit or a bit then?
Yeah, please.
George, can you be the detective and me, because you're the best at sussing stuff out of me, and Aaron will tell a story?
Yeah.
All right then, Aaron, do you want to go first and I'll find my legit or a bit, or do you want me to go first, or?
I'll go first if you want.
Hey, cheers.
Right. So when I was... Oh, are we starting now?
Yeah.
Right. So, geez, you're a bit close, George. No, it's all right. I was just saying. When I was younger, I once dyed I didn't dye my hair blonde. My hair was dyed blonde, and I didn't like it, so I cut it all off, and I regretted it ever since.
Did you go bald, or was it just like a?
It wasn't bald. It was very like a very, very close cut.
Do you know how old you were when this happened, or?
7 or 8, and that's because I just thought it was a bit cool, and then I instantly regretted it.
Right. Okay. Now I know this happened to me. Since it actually happened to me. James, you might know, but I literally had my head shaved off.
I don't remember you having your head shaved, but I remember you doing something in school. But Aaron would have known about it.
Wait, was that when you dyed your hair for 3 years in a row and it stopped on for like months and months and months?
Well, I dyed my hair pink. I dyed my hair green. Yeah, dyed my hair pink. I dyed my hair... No, not green. I know I did pink. I know that. I'm gonna say it did happen as.
Or do you want to say it at the end? Because I don't know if. Or we do.
Yeah, do Aaron's first, then move on to me because there's no point in trying.
All right, so you think one's true, George?
I think yours might be true.
I'm going for lie. Yes! I was going to go for lie because I thought, no way. Aaron wouldn't have dyed his hair ever, so yeah.
Although I nearly did once.
I dyed your hair.
George, don't try and weasel your way out now.
Well, no, I'm wrong. I just thought through. Yes, I'm wrong. Yeah, that's fine.
I did almost once when I was like 14, but obviously I didn't because you were.
I still wanted to dye the front of my own head.
Anyway, so what happened was I nearly died at college once. So what happened was...
Well, what did you do? Did you push your trolley into yourself?
What?
Did you push? Did you need to know about pushing a trolley into yourself?
There wouldn't be any trolleys at college, George. Anyway, so what happened was, basically, there was this seat, and basically, I could have definitely died because there was a radiator right by the window, and there was this seat that we was warned about, but I just totally forgot, and the back of it was like not on properly, so I sort of sat down a bit fast, and I went into it, and I went, whoa, whoa, and then grabbed onto the side, and then pulled myself back up, and it was literally terrifying. But
was this at the college that we went to together?
Yeah, it was on that first year, but it was really traumatic, and I didn't really want to talk about it. So,
right.
But
now this seems a story that you would have told us already. I'm looking into your eyes. I'm trying to see.
George, what? I didn't tell you guys about me nearly killed. Well, I haven't told you guys everything at the end of the day, but you can go for whatever you want to go for, George. Go for whatever you think.
Oh, by the way, did you see the clip that James nearly shot somebody in Liam's stream?
No, that's not what it is. And George, I'll tell you after. No. So what do you think, George?
It's a lie.
Well done. Very good. Very good. Well done. See, the problem is, though, the difference between me and Aaron, I'm the sort of person who tells everyone every crazy story.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I should have picked... The problem is, I should have picked something true that that's my key to victory. Pick something true that I haven't told you. But that's very rare because I tell everyone all the bonkers funny stories.
I was thinking that seems like something that you would have told us by now.
I was going to say as well, if that would have happened, George would have been recording it because he likes to record everyone at college.
Oh yeah, on his old videos going, hello, you know.
And he's running after those people on that bus.
If you're watching, please don't go back and watch my old content. Please don't.
When did George run after someone on a bus?
No, like that's my seat.
When did that happen?
No. One of the guys I knew was on us, and I just zoomed it into the face.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Anyway,
please don't go back and watch my own videos. If you go back down and watch my videos, watch from the 5-year video upwards. Never go past it.
I was going to say that.
No man's land.
I really should have saved that video for Liam, but I mean, not that video. That led you to a bit for Liam because I think he would have fallen for that one. Anyway, let's talk about some news then. The EDP situation, very sad, very unfortunate.
Yeah,
I was going to say. Sorry, I was going to say
very. Because it's a very young situation.
Get out of here. What do you think, Aaron?
Right, I'll quickly mute myself. I was going to say something has happened today that basically means I think he's actually going to get away with it.
Is it because those people who what are they called? Those idiots,
coaches.
Yeah, those idiots. They wanted loads of money for it or something.
No, it's because they didn't actually follow the procedure to do it. I mean, there's no actual procedure. It's because they didn't have a police officer waiting. It was literally they acted as a police officer, I think, and went and did it. I think it literally came out just before we started the stream, so I was going to have a quick look.
Could their older content be a part of it as well?
No, I was going to say, though, it is kind of bollocks, though, isn't it? Because, say, if you catch a murderer, take them down, tie them up or whatever, you didn't follow the procedure because an officer wasn't there, so we're going to let them get away with it. If you catch a rapist, we didn't follow procedure because an officer wasn't there. Well, I just called the police. You know, it's ridiculous. It's like, how can someone get away?
Yeah, they call the police, and I've seen people do it before. I've seen like citizens go in and catch people.
Yeah.
They go on TikTok, does it, and they always get arrested.
So that's kind of stupid, but apparently it's because they wanted money for it. But what you're saying, Aaron, is that it's because they didn't follow the procedure. But they are pieces of shit themselves, really, the predator poachers.
Yeah, well, they waited until they got full ad revenue, didn't they?
Yeah, which is disgusting. Right. You really, what you should want to do, unless you want to be a police officer yourself, if you're going around being a vigilante, you should be doing it for free.
Yeah.
The thing is, as well, on a video like that, no one's going to get free full advertising.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
It's a sad situation, though. The elite seem to get away with a lot. James Charles has done the shit he's done and hasn't been in trouble for it. Now EDP, Kevin Spacey did his shit years ago, didn't get in trouble. Come on. Well, he did. Well, they've got in trouble, but
you did yours and you got away with it.
What are you even?
I'm joking.
Anyway, so yeah, it's really sad that the elites keep getting away with this stuff, and people need to do stuff about it. If you,
that EDP and the Purchase channel both got taken down.
Good, brilliant. Thing is, right, with people like James Charles, for some reason YouTube won't ban him. So what? I know there's probably not any teenage women out there or young women who are watching us who watch James Charles, but if you are, or if you're some bloke who's watching James Charles, stop watching him. He's evil. He's a nonce. He's done this multiple times. You've got to stop watching him now. Unless
yeah, but they're not people like Fisher Paytas. They're not HH3. Go after like people like Nikita Dragon for hanging out with him when she's hung out with like Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, which they've done questionable things themselves.
I was going to say as well, this is what came up that I was going to say before. You know, with these predator poachers, that Chet Goldstein guy, he's basically a nonce as well, because
I saw the video.
He asked a 13-year-old for provocative pictures so he could bait someone with those pictures.
Disturbing.
That is very weird.
Well, but then, what judge is going to be like? Oh yeah, so you didn't. So you got these because of that. So yeah, you're free.
And even if they're not, I just went online and got the pictures. What have you typed in to get them online as well?
Yeah.
Thing is, though, EDP should be locked up, and so should this. What's his name?
Chet Goldstein.
Chet Goldstein. I nearly said Brett Goldstein. Yeah, he needs to be locked up too for doing that. That's disgusting.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
horrific stuff. Have you guys got any news then, apart from that, or? If James Charles makes a proper apology and never does this again, then fair enough. I know he's apologised, but you know
he's done 2 apologies for it and kept carrying on.
Disgusting. Well, he needs to stop this now or be locked up.
Yeah. No, I think
I have some news. I think I have some news. Just let me double check.
Go on, then.
Okay. I'll be 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Oh, well, less than 5 minutes. I'm just saying 5 minutes because that's what it normally is.
Oh, okay. You usually say 1 second.
Well, 2 minutes and 34 seconds then.
I was going to say, just to tide it over, you know, the whole, like the DSP stuff I'll tell you about, James.
Yeah.
I'll just say this while George is getting stuff. Because, he declared bankruptcy and he thought he was in the clear and everything.
Mm-hmm.
This month, his bank is taking him to court for next month. No, in 2 weeks, sorry. So he's going to basically owe them something like, because the amount he owed on his condo was $135,000 and they sold it for $60,000. So they're coming for $75,000.
Why didn't he try and sell it for more?
Because it's just not worth anything.
Why did he buy it for so much then?
It sounds weird, but back in the day in 2009, he brought it at such an exorbitant amount of money because he wanted to show off to a girl that had a boyfriend.
So basically, the people who owned it were like, "Oh, we want X amount of money for it now," and then he was like, "Yeah, sure," and then he just show it off to the woman.
Yeah, because the girl who was selling it was like, "I'm trying to sell my boyfriend's condo," and he was like, "Oh yeah, that's right," and he went along and bought it because he thought she'd sleep with him if he brought it.
So it's not even someone who he was trying to get with. It's just a random person he'd only just met.
Yeah, it was like
a relationship. That is next level lunacy. That's just mental.
And then I think in 10 years or something, he barely paid it down because it was $135,000 for the mortgage, and he owed $130,000 on it after 10 years.
Did he actually leave it in a shit mess though?
Sort of, but someone else was living there for a little bit, and then now there's just like a dishwasher in there. I think there's like a dishwasher and like a seat.
What? Wait, how's he even been doing his stream? Oh wait, no, that's not where he lives. It's just like a holiday place.
Yeah, because he's got 2 places.
Why would you go on holiday to somewhere where it's just a dishwasher and a seat? Where are you gonna shit?
Well, no, the thing about his condo is he left it and he hadn't sold it before he bought his new house.
That is, I don't even know what to say. This is scary now.
It's so weird. It just goes deeper and deeper. Like
you know what's funny though? DSP. You know one thing about him before I had George back and he can say his news. I just want to say, right, what is hilarious is that for him to come on a podcast, isn't it like $1,000 an hour?
Yeah, because he says his rate is $1,000 an hour, basically, or $800 or something.
Imagine if he just said $50 to come on a podcast. He'd make so much money. I think me and you would be tempted to like pay 25 quid to get him on and have him talk about stuff. Obviously, not straight up like, all right, come on the podcast first, then we'll give you the $25. You know what I mean? Like $25 between me and you. Like you'd be tempted to, wouldn't you? Really, to talk to him and have him try and explain all the mental stuff he's done.
The thing is, though, with DSP is if you don't basically praise his ego, the second you stop praising him, he walks off. So you could pay.
Has he been on podcasts before then?
Yeah, he's been on 3 or 4, but he's meant to be on loads and he just hasn't turned up.
Oh, well, then there's no point in even paying him a nickel or a penny to get him on, to be honest, or a dime. There's no point, because if he just walks off, then what's the point?
Yeah. I think George is back now, isn't he?
Yeah. I just thought I'd wait to let him in. There was something...
Oh, no. So I've seen what he's put in the chat. Why has he put that? He needs to explain himself for that, doesn't he?
So I've put that in chat because I'm saying CP instead of the actual
just
thing.
Say explicit pictures.
So when I say CP, that's what I mean. So
pictures.
Or just say bad just say bad things. Say bad pictures. There you go.
Right, bad pictures. Right. So H3H3 has been caught out basically defending and basically supporting a guy who doxes people and hacks people and uses his Discord to send those kind of pictures that I've put in the private chat. And he's been defending him. So because H3H3 has been saying that the allegations for Jake Paul are real, and like Keemstar has literally said that he thinks, well, that they're not, because it's kind of weird that she came out with accusations the week of Jake Paul's fight. Now it's all come out that H3 is in contact with this guy who doxes people, spreads all that through his Discord, and basically a very evil person. It was on YouTube and he still hasn't been terminated.
Mentally.
I think his name is Britbox or Britbang or something like that. If you type in H3,
oh, Britbang.
Britbang, that's him, yeah. He's the one who's been sending those pictures, things like, and apparently H3 has been in this Discord.
But has he actually done anything in this Discord though?
Allegedly, he might have been doing it as well.
I was going to say for H3 we should just say Ethan, because I'm guessing Healer isn't in this.
No,
she could be.
Yeah.
It's scary though.
Well,
I really do like Hila, to be fair. She seems a lot more humble and down to earth than he does.
Yeah.
It seems like she stayed the same, but he's gone a bit more mental, like a bit more egotistical. And
I hate Ethan. I really do, with a burning passion, more than Jake Paul. But if you listen to the stuff that he said, like I can't say it, of course, but he literally at a part in his podcast when he was saying that he'll say in the word N-word, then the F word,
Awful.
But
I
yeah.
mean, all I've got to say is I don't hate the bloke, but obviously I don't particularly like him that much or anything, you know.
I always find it ironic how he goes on about people having a downfall when he's pretty much had a downfall.
Yeah. I've just put in chat.
George, we already
what
knew
he
what
was
you
saying.
meant, you loon.
Wait,
Yeah,
what's it?
both ways.
You already knew.
That's what he is basically saying. But yeah, apparently he's been in that Discord as well, and he was saying because Fisher, as in her podcast with H3, they were saying that Keemstar's fans are pedos basically, and that Keem needs his child taken away from him.
That's absolutely horrific.
Yeah, it really is. And this is in their latest episode.
That's what H3 said then.
H3 and Fisher was saying that Keemstar needs to have his child taken away from him, and that the fans are teased, basically.
Disgusting, is. One last thing, a couple last things I want to talk about quickly. A little update, because I've been really consistent with videos recently because I've wanted to do that, obviously. I know I don't need to explain anything to anyone. But pretty much next week, I'm not going to do too many videos. Then the week after, I might not neither. We might do a podcast in between. I don't know. But basically, I want to work on this brick film I've been getting done. Then I want to try and make a couple of videos for Club Brick, which George is there.
Yeah, and I think a lot of us will be busy as well. Like, I've got a video or two planned. Like I've got one being edited right now, but over the next month, I'll be quite quiet on my channel.
I was going to say though, you're going to assist with that video if you can get the figures that we're going to review. So
yeah,
it's good.
Can
no,
we
don't
tease
spoil
them?
it. Oh, it doesn't matter. Tease it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Who cares?
Tease it.
Mario.
No.
Not like that again.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, but the thing is, if Club Brick don't want that review of those figures, then we'll just put it on ALP. I know it looks weird because it's not a Lego channel. All we really do is the Brick Flick, and there is some Lego chat, but it's on a podcast form. But you know what? If they don't want the review of those
it's still
figures,
Lego kind.
Yeah. So if they don't want the review of those figures, we can just upload review them. Do you think if you get the Luigi set, that'd be a good one to review for Club Brick too?
Yes, definitely.
That'd be really good to review.
I'll probably get that with you too.
Where? When we go to...
When we all go out, yeah.
Okay, fair.
Oh no, I can't, sorry. It comes out at the end...
It comes out after that?
Yeah, it comes out 1st of August.
Well, you can just pre-order it, can't you? Or...
I can, yeah.
So, there you go. I think there was one more thing. Oh, yeah. You know Tommy Innes? He's actually one of the funniest YouTubers ever. He's such a banter chad.
I know he is. I've been watching. I've been watching for the past 4 months.
Shit, fair play.
Like who?
Tommy Innes, you know the one who Tom was having a go at. He's so funny. Like people get annoyed at him at first, but then he's hilarious, man. He's so funny. He looks a lot like Liam, to be fair. Like a small.
Wait, is he the Minecraft guy?
Yeah.
I've never seen a video, but I've seen one 30-second clip of him, and I didn't know who he was.
If you watch his new video with Wilbur,
the one where he met KSI.
Yeah, really... that is so funny.
Yeah, that was a really good one, I thought.
Joe, Wilbur's fans actually got mad at KSI because they thought that he actually punched Wilbur. The fans actually got mad because they thought.
Obviously, these are either little kids or lunatic.
Yeah. Well, if you watch the video, when KSI punches him, Wilbur goes the opposite way. So, like, if you think that if you punch, I'll go back. Punch. Yeah. He goes forward.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, as well, you don't actually really see the punch. And also, bloody, why would have they taken a photo afterwards where Tommy's like, and KSI was like, but why would they have taken a photo afterwards if that actually happened?
Yeah,
mental in
but it is funny when they're sitting on. It is funny when they're sitting on the bus and he's got the tissue on his nose.
Mm-hmm.
And like his blue. Yeah.
There was one final thing that I was going to say. I can't really remember it now. Never mind. What the hell? Anyway, I'm going to meet Callum's Corner next week. Hey, dun, 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 dun.
You hope.
Hopefully,
really?
Yeah, not in person, but like on Jersey's podcast.
Oh, I
The
thought you meant
one
like
meets the Tic Tac one.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
can I
that'll be
record a
amazing.
video message for him?
No, I'm not ruined. Jersey wants this to be professional. Me, him, Connor, and Callum, or me, him, and Callum. He doesn't want anything.
Is it gonna be live?
Yes, probably.
Oh, okay, good.
Anyway, any
I will be
final
there.
any final thoughts and messages, lads, before I end the podcast?
No, I can't.
I think the Illuminati's out after us now.
Okay. Anyway, everyone, see ya. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Laters. See ya. What a buffoon.